Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
You are watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
And you're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
With the one and only Stu Bear.
Stu Bear.
You're watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Airshow World with Stu Bear.
With Stu Bear.
You're watching Airshow World 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 with Stu Bear.
With the fastest aviation show on YouTube, it's Stu Bear's Airshow World.
It's gotta be. That means it's 7 o'clock on a Friday night. A very good evening to you. Buckle up for the next 60 minutes. It's non-stop action all the way. And to start things off tonight, we go back to Monday. We had these two very special visitors popping into East Midlands Airport. Two Saudi, very nice A330s. And as you can see, very special ones at that. They are A330 MRTTSs. In other words, they're air-to-air refueling aircraft. And they came over for this huge exercise we have at the moment in the UK. And with a little bit of luck, next week I hope to be over at Waddington. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Great to see so many people in the chat room this evening. I'll say hi to a few folks very, very soon. Coming up tonight, we've got an Australia special. We'll be going over to Australia. And we've got some fantastic reports coming up for you from Mark Jeffries at the Avalon Air Show. That's in Victoria, Australia. That's coming up just a little later in the show. But meanwhile, keep the messages coming in and I'll say hi very, very soon. And a very good, well, we'll say morning to you. That's for Borgie. He's actually going to the Avalon Air Show. Because over there, I believe it's around about, 4 minutes past 6 a.m. So have a great day. And as you can see, not the usual visitors we would get at East Midlands Airport, so it was certainly worth popping up and getting these for you for tonight. These two Royal Saudi Air Force A330 MRTTSs. As I said, air-to-air refueling aircraft to you and me. quickly, saying hi to Val, also Nabila D, saying hi Stu, Somil, Maria Lane, Owen Paul, Foot Launch 1, Becky Davis, Peter Farr, Gary Inge, Marcus Camfield, Jim Gemmell, Owen Paul, Peter, and Jilly over in Lincolnshire. Also hi to Dickie McVitie, Gary Inge, Malcolm James. Also hi to Becky Davis, Owen Paul, Hannah F. And our good friend UHN 100.
Hello, I'm Mark Jeffries, leader of the Global Stars, and you're watching Stu Bear and Airshow World.
And we'll be seeing quite a bit of Mark Jeffries just a little bit later. In fact, after this next feature. Right now, though, we go back to Waddington, and this goes back to 2019. This was when they had one of these Cobra Warriors before, and fingers crossed next week.
Roger, Waddington, ground ACE01. ACE01, Waddington ground, touch back support master site, closing down. Roger that. Taxiing back to port.
I thought tonight I would just put this on for you. This was from a Cobra Warrior, let's get it right, from 2019. And as I said at the top of the show, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will pop over next week and see if we can see what we have at Waddington at the moment. But coming up in just a moment, we're going to pop over to Australia. Keep the messages coming in, saying hi to Darren Smith, Maria Lane, Malcolm James.
Hello, this is Mark Jeffries at the Avalon Air Show, reporting for Stu Bear and Air Show World. Day one of the Avalon Air Show in the participants tent here with all the other aerobatic pilots. Lots of noise goes on outside, but we found a quiet moment. Extra NG, super comfortable. Bob Carlton with his jet glider. Matt Hall as racer. And we've got the awesome Extra NG. Then Paul Bennett's Pit Specials and Edge 540 and another of Paul Bennett's aircraft.
As you can see, here he is, the man himself, Mark Jeffries, flying that brilliant Extra NG. Well, I certainly hope the skies have cleared for you guys over in Australia for this air show. As Mark came into land, as you can see, looks more like England, doesn't it? Lots of cloudy skies, so fingers crossed. And coming up, pretty soon we'll be going back again. We've got a couple of features from Mark Jeffries, so hey, stay where you are. We've got more coming up just a little bit later. And I'm sure the regular followers of Air Show World will remember this. Taken from one of my live shows over at Mildenhall from last, when was it? Was it September? very special P8. We all remember that one. A very good evening to my good friend Lee Scarrett. Hi Lee, good to see you. He's off to Waddington on Monday. Hey, I'll probably see you there, my man. Monday. Nice and early. A very special aircraft, and also, so is this. You may think, hey, nah, that's just a normal Boeing 747 jumbo jet. Tell me in the chat room, what used to be very special about this aircraft? Yes, you are 100% right, Mr. Dickie McVitie. He remembers the live show. Yep, it's the ex-firefighter. And we've got a brand new member. That's Train Guy 45. Thank you so much for becoming a member of Air Show World. You make a big difference. Come on, keep on doing it. We'll tell you how you can do it in just a moment. Certainly looks stunning, doesn't it? With the sunshine on that jumbo as well. It's gorgeous. And definitely looking forward to getting back to Mildenhall. Probably later this month. Perfect timing.
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Air Show World, saying a massive thank you to everyone for watching and supporting. But hey, why not become a member of Air Show World on YouTube and help us to take it to the next level? And you could be Member of the Month and win a prize. Just click the join button below and help Air Show World grow.
Well, this last month, all the way through February, it's been Marcus Camfield. He's been the Member of the Month. But towards the end of the show tonight, we'll be pulling another person out of the hat.
This is Mark Jeffries reporting from Avalon Air Show for Stu Bear and Air Show World.
And right now, with Mark Jeffries, Part 2. And how do you become a member of Air Show World? Just click that join button under the video. Hey, thank you very much, Val. She's put a donation into the chat room. We love you. Thank you. And I know we've got somebody in the chat room who's actually going to this air show today. So let us know, what's the weather like today? Amy Wilson, good to see you. And a very good evening to you all. As to Amy Wilson, Claire and Dave. And here it is, though. That's what we are concentrating on tonight. And if, as I said, anybody in Australia, you are going to have a fantastic day. Last weekend, in fact, the first week, it was a little bit like Farnborough, I suppose. A lot of trade days. But it started yesterday, or sort of today for us. It started on Friday, but now it's Saturday morning, early Saturday morning. It's around about 25 minutes after 6 in Australia, and this is where it's all at. Now, if you want a copy of the actual program, it's so easy to get hold of. What I will do in the chat room, this is how kind I am to you guys. There we go. If you click on that link at some point, which is in the chat room now, right now, you can download the actual full program, and it will show you what's coming up at their air show today and tomorrow. But hey, we've got to keep on moving because we've got more action from the air show over in Australia a little bit later in the show. But right now, what have we got for you? Well, we've got a guy.
And coming up right now on Stu Bear's Air Show World, it's time to find out all about the aircraft.
Some more from the Avalon Air Show a little later.
DH-88 Comet Racer. The DH-88 Comet was a long-range racing aircraft designed specifically to win the 1934 Waddington Race for Britain. This was the longest air race ever staged, requiring aircraft to fly 11,300 miles from Mildenhall, England to Melbourne, Australia. De Havilland built 3 Comets for the race. The first made its initial flight only 6 weeks before the event. The aircraft was made of wood with fabric skinning on the wings. 3 capacious fuel tanks were fitted into the long nose of the enclosed 2-seater cockpit. The engines were tuned-up versions of the standard de Havilland Gypsy 6, driving variable pitch propellers. The Comet, it looked superb and had a performance to match. When the race began on the morning of the 20th of October 1934, a DH-88 piloted by Jim Mullenton and Amy Johnson took the lead, reaching Karachi in less than 28 hours. But it was the scarlet-painted Golf Alpha Charlie Sierra Grosvenor House, flown by Charles Scott and Tom Campbell Black, that won the overall prize, reaching Melbourne on the 23rd of October after a journey of 70 hours and 54 minutes, 7 hours ahead of its nearest arrival at Douglas DC-2. Comets went on to make other record-breaking flights, including a non-stop flight from Britain to Egypt in 11 hours and 18 minutes in August 1935. Specification of the DH-88 Comet: it has a power plant of 2 230 horsepower de Havilland Gypsy 6 or 6-cylinder inline engines. It's got a wingspan of 44 feet, an overall length of 29 feet, and a maximum speed of 237 miles an hour, with a range of 2,925 miles, with a crew of 2, and first flight was on the 8th of September 1934.
And coming up for you right now on Stu Bear's Air Show World, it's time to go way back in time with classic air shows.
Oh boy, one of my favourite features coming up for you right now. And this week we go to Switzerland. And this was a very special occasion. It was the anniversary of the Hunter. Look out for quite a few Hunters coming up soon.
Das Swiss Avalon Vampire Team, alles erfahrene Piloten mit Tausenden von Flugstunden hier in Lubin. Dies in der Figur Kanal. Figur Diamant. Noch im Anflug zur Walze. Umdrehen. Dies in der Formation Diamant. Nach dieser Vorführung werden allerdings, wenn unsere Angaben immer noch stimmen, nur 3 Flugzeuge hier landen. Wir sind überzeugt, dass wir Ihnen die hohe Leistungsbereitschaft der Schweizer Fliegertruppe hier die Ehre erwiesen haben.
And just look at this. Have you ever seen that many hunters?
Tony Prince.
That's me. How you doing? This is your royal ruler, Tony Prince, and hi there. I'm at United DJs Radio, and you're watching the Air Show World with Stu Bear. Come fly with me sometime right here.
United DJs.
Every Friday night, the fastest aviation show on YouTube. We bring it to you all. 60 minutes non-stop action. And right now,
turn the heading is 090, climb report level, flight level 240.
to get you in the mood, if you're going over to Waddington in the next few weeks,
9.85.
I know these aren't Indian Mirages, but if you're lucky, you may see some Indian Mirages. Belgium F-16s.
020, read correct.
Saudi Typhoons. Correct me if I'm wrong, have they gone into Coningsby? I'm so sure somebody knows the answer. But anyway, enjoy this with the radio comms as well from the ACMI days from the early 2000s.
021 airborne in a left turn on a strip 1.
Well, we've all heard the saying, blimey, you want jam on it, don't you, hey? Well, we certainly have at Waddington. SHGP Media just reminded me they've got Finnish Hornets there as well. Oh, boy. Let's hope we get to see some next week flying.
01 Waddington identified, radar advisory set, QFE 29.34, descent 2,000 feet.
29.34 down to 3,000 feet, NATO 01.
Descend 2, I say again, 2,000 feet.
Down to 2,000 feet, NATO 01.
NATO 01 proceeding maneuver for the ILS 200 feet.
NATO 01.
Confirm that is your minimum to land.
The same minima as the approach.
01, thank you, turn left now, heading not 110.
110 left.
42, can you accept a delay? You've been number 3 in the pan.
42, no problem at all.
391 is agreeing, identified, radar advisory set, QFE 29.34, descent 2,500 feet.
839, set 2954 to 2,500, confirm.
1.
839, say again the QFE.
No, 39, the QFE 29.34.
2934, thank you, to 2,500.
Unidentified radar information report level 2,000 feet, Barnsley 996.
Radar information and we'll clear after 1525.
And don't forget, if you'd like a copy of that Avalon Air Show program, the link is in the chat room right now.
Thank you, number 2 behind the similar but slightly slower time.
39.
That is 1 turn right heading 1, that's 50.
Right 150, NATO 01.
And tonight, UK time, around about 20 minutes after 11 tonight, I'm sure you'll be able to find it being live streamed on YouTube. That's the Avalon Air Show. More about that coming up just a little later.
Establish checks complete.
NATO 01.
39, continue descent 2,000 feet.
to 39, continue descent to 2,000 feet.
Therefore 2 turn left 360. 1525 score 2635.
2635, 1525. Link down to for the aircraft control, please.
Calling Waddington ground, say again, please.
This is the Belgian ground crew for the, has permission for the engine run.
Roger, for engine run. QFE is a 993. Outside air is plus 12. Just confirm the aircraft type, please, and the dispersor you're working on.
This is a Belgian aircraft, it will be Belgian F-16 with the tail number of the FA116, asking permission for the engine run-up.
Roger, engine run-up is approved. Just confirm you're on a Bravo lazy.
The 1 contact Waddington, taut down at step 6.
Hotel Waddington, departure details when ready.
So we're ready for the ATC clearance, double delta.
Sunthorpe corridor, climbing flight level 110, squawk is 6106 and stunt 3171.
Roger, after takeoff, right turn to departure start squawk, flight level 110 and squawk to 6106, and after departure step 3.
Now Waddington, continue with departures 125, decimal 35 today.
697.
Perfect, understand you now, we're taking flight level 190.
Flight level 190 to 697.
697, that's understood. Climbing foot level, flight level 190. What type of radar service do you require?
Stop light. We'll stop climb to flight level 150 to 697.
Manchester Control, clear. Charlie Tango Mike, 2697, joint control base station, French. Level at flight level 150. The squawk for Manchester when advised will be 0553, and when advised to contact Manchester 124 then.
Well, thank you very much there, Nabila D. This was all filmed from a very privileged spot. I used to do the official filming at RAF Waddington way back in the day.
Captain 2725, request POB.
POB 5 for Captain 2725, and we're getting started.
Fantastic 2.
Stop tower, stop 2, right.
And coming up on Air Show World right now, it's helicopter time, especially for Adu.
Hey, well, I'm sure I saw Adu in the chat room earlier. You're gonna love this, Adu. You really are.
Positioned at crowd centre for the carousel manoeuvre. Here we see the aircraft with about 10 metres of separation as they pirouette around each other. And in a new manoeuvre for this year, which we call the Twister, the aircraft now climb into position where we'll next see them nose offer and cross each other. So get your cameras at the ready.
Malcolm James, yep, it certainly is. It is still the fastest helicopter, still has the record.
nose over, go.
The aircraft are now positioning for opposition.
Wing over, wing over, go.
To gain the aircraft speed.
Whoa, go.
Despite celebrating the 40th birthday last year, the Lynx remains a very capable and agile helicopter and will remain in front line for at least another 4 years.
Brake, brake, go. I'll start by 10 degrees. Check copy. Wing over, go. Roll, go. Nice. Close it in.
The aircraft now for the first two wing-over crossovers, which we call the hot wing-over, named after the path the aircraft stride into the sky.
200, easy, and steady, hold the drift. Nose over, go. Go. Visual. Easy, transition, go. Hands to waving. Bow, go. Hold, and recover. Easy, transition, go. Over shoulder, 2, 1, go. Offset.
And then now to the aircraft departing with a...
Brake, go!
Welcome to a brand new year, and Stu Bear's Air Show World is proud to be part of the Western Park International Air Show on the 16th, 17th and 18th of June 2023. I'll be keeping you updated with all the latest news, and as we count down to the UK's biggest large-scale model aircraft show, plus full-sized aircraft, live music, a massive fireworks display, and so much more. Keep tuned to Air Show World and the official website at www.airshowinternational.co.uk for all the latest information and updates.
And that's coming up for you in June. As you hear, we'll be telling you more about that nearer the time. Look what we have for you right now. Don't be fooled. These are not the real Red Arrows. These are model aircraft, and these are brilliantly displayed for you by the organizer of that actual air show. From the Western Park, the organizer is Steve Bishop, and here he is together with his son Matt. And this was filmed at the Little Granston Air Show, but they are certainly going to be taking part at the Western Park Air Show, because as I said, Stephen Bishop is the organiser. And just look how they fly this. It is incredible. Will it do? I'm so pleased you enjoyed that special feature again, all for you. Hey, he's got his own feature every week. Can you believe it? What a man. And look at that, we've got a new member being gifted. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Train Guy. What a top guy.
Serious neat joiner.
And look at that, Mario Lane is now in green.
And into colour smoke. Oh, brilliant, Jack.
And coming up just a little bit later, we're going to be finding out who is Member of the Month for the month of March. And they are going to win something really special, I'm telling you.
Comrades, a bit of information. Global Star 3 will be going to the hold on its way back.
Global Star 3 is just to the west of the airfield now. Do you want me to proceed to the hold?
Global Star 3A firm to the hold.
Roger, to the southeast, roger.
And keep a good lookout. There are 3 yaks in the area.
Roger. Well, I could just sneak in if you want.
Can you believe this? Absolute precision.
Negative at this time. Runway occupied with...
You'd think it is the Red Arrows. They are that good. Also, a big thank you. Look at that. Welcome to Val, becoming a member as well. It makes a big difference. Thank you so much.
Well, I've seen some remarkable model flight, but this really is highly possible. What a fantastic range of displays we've had here at your grandstand. Mark, have we any idea how much money we raised for Silver Need, or the still counting?
Very quickly, saying hi to Carl Shield 1. Hiya, Carl. Always good to see you, my boy.
Well, legend, that wasn't enough. Let's have a proper round of applause. 50,000 for Children in Need. Mark Jeffries, well done indeed.
And I'm sure you can hear the commentator in the background. He's just explaining how much money has been raised. Because the little Grandstand Air Show that's on every year, August Bank Holiday, it's on the Sunday, and they raise lots of money for children in need.
And the models back down, fantastic. Thank you, give them a round of applause. If you can hear us in the middle of the airfield, the radio controllers, the pilots...
If you position for final...
Stephen Bishop and Matt Bishop, amazing flying.
Hello, my name is Squadron Leader Graham Muscat. I am Red 10 with the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows. You are watching Air Show World with Stu Bear.
And the seal of approval as well from the Red Arrows. Most definitely, you get the seal of approval from Stu Bear as well. Absolutely brilliant! It's all absolutely tonight, isn't it?
Orange 2-1, confirm QFE 909S6, set. That's A-frame tower, sorry about that.
This is gorgeous. One of my favourite painted up aircraft.
Wind 23010 knots.
With a Dutch F-16 display from Waddington. And a very good evening to our good friend, that is Mr. Mark Webbo Webster. We've managed to drag him out from the pub. Good to see you, my boy.
straight turn to 9 Gs. There's a lot of pressure coming on his pilot. 105 knots he's doing at this time. So that's pretty slow for the F-60.
Well, I've just picked out a winner of tonight's, or should I say, this month's lucky prize winner for being a member of Airshow World. And I'll tell you who that is in a second. And first one out of the hat tonight, it goes to Brian K. Congratulations, Brian. You have won yourself a Blu-ray disc. And I'm sure you are going to love what's coming your way. It's a very, very special Blu-ray disc. It's a Waddington Air Show arrivals, but it's not like your normal. You can do things with it. It's interactive. You can switch off the radio comms if you don't want them, switch them on if you want them. And there's fantastic photographs, all sorts. You will love it. If you would like a copy of that, send me an email.
I'm with Navy Wings, and I had the privilege of flying the Seafire 17 today, which is hiding over there, and watching Airshow World with Stu Bear.
Well, from one fantastic display pilot to another, and he's coming up for you right now. It's the one and only Mark Jeffries and the Global Stars. So they're going to take to the sky, and also still to come tonight, we've got more from Australia with Mark Jeffries. But here he is. When he's in the UK or even Bahrain back in November, is the leader of the one and only, the Global Stars.
No mucking about.
A very good evening tonight to Julie, with lots of hearts for Capil.
In November then. Over the world, they can do it. Do more anything that
I like that. Hey, can we have a 2-hour show, please? Yeah, join me one afternoon, I tell you. The afternoon shows tend to go into 2 or 3 hours, something like that.
Flying unlimited aerobatics in their own right.
But if you want more aviation action, don't forget the live stream tonight from Australia, starting at around about 20 past 11. That's 20 past 11 to us at night. So that's going to be 20 past 10 over there in Australia, near Melbourne.
What?
We'll tell you more about that in just a moment.
Okay.
So Mark Jeffries, who
Right.
he started with Air Training Corps. We talked about the Air Training Corps earlier. That's where he got his taste from. That's where a lot of young ladies and men can get their taste. The younger ones who this sort of
Hey, well, lots of display teams, hey? They do hearts. But the Global Stars do a double heart. Gotta be the best in the business. They really are. And hey, coming up for you, there we go. I put in the chat room the link to download that particular, so you know exactly what's coming up at the air show that's going on this weekend. So if you want to download the program, just look through the chat. In fact, what I'll do in the chat room, I will put it in again very, very soon, so you can download the actual program. And that's the running order, if you can see that clearly enough. Hey, can you see it, Johnny Nash? Yeah, I can see clearly now. There we go. That's the running order. And if you have a look at that. A B-52. It says a two-ship formation. They've got the Black Eagles, an F-22 display, F-35 display, and also the main man. And we're going to be seeing him again in just a moment. A big thank you tonight to everybody that's been watching. A massive thank you to Mark Jeffries for all the reports that he's sent across. And if you've missed anything tonight, you should really check out those reports that Mark Jeffries has sent. A big thank you to Mark, a brilliant supporter of Airshow World, and have a fantastic display. If you're going to watch this live on YouTube tonight, if we just scroll through, I think Mark Jeffries' display is around about 11:30. There it is, 11:34. Awesome Extra NG. That is going to be his brilliant display. Remember, their time will be to us, so it's going to be around about 25 past 12, something like that. I'm getting my knickers in a twist thinking about Australian time, but hey, that's not very difficult, is it? All right, we have got time for our final feature tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and we're going to leave you with a little bit more from the maestro himself. Here he is, Mark Jeffries. And look at this. This is the slalom. It's got to go in between all of these. And that was filmed last night at the Avalon Air Show. And so was this. It's a laser show, but not like any other. It's actually from the aircraft. In total darkness. They certainly know how to put on a show. This was the Friday night show. I know it's Friday to us now, but don't forget, they're more than 12 hours ahead of us, so around about 11 hours, isn't it? Something like that. Yes, Melbourne. Always have to be careful sending messages to Mark, thinking, hey, he's probably fast asleep at this time. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for the Friday night. The Friday night show with Stu Bear on Air Show World, the fastest aviation show on YouTube every Friday between 7 and 8 o'clock. I'll catch you next week. Make a date. Friday nights. Don't you dare miss it. Thank you to all of the new members. And member of the month is Brian K. You've got a Blu-ray disc coming your way. 737, nice to see you as well. Good to see Julie, Mary Lane, UHN 100, Gillian Peter, Gary Inge, photo for you, Val. Hey, she's a member.
Hi,
Good to see you.
it's Stu Bear from Air Show World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Air Show World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Air Show World grow. Just use the code AIRSHOW. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company.
Well, that wraps things up again for another Friday night. Stephen Billings, thank you so much for joining us as well. And Architect Design, he's put a message into the chat room. It says, laters. And, talking of which, listen, just before I do go, what I will do for you, why not, if you'd like a copy of that brochure or program, as we should call it, there we go, it's in the chat room right now. You can download that and you can see what's going on. Tell you, it's a brilliant program, it really is, and you can download it for free from that very link that is in the chat room right now. But it's going to be live as well on YouTube. NBC, they're going to be streaming it on YouTube, so just do a search for the Air Show, the Avalon Air Show, or you may find it under the Australian International Air Show 2023. SHGP, you have a good weekend, my boy. Say hi to the girls for me, all right? And hope to see you very soon. But to everybody else, hopefully I've mentioned as many people as I can, but if I've missed you out, hey, I'll give myself a slap wrist all night long, alright? Actually, I'll quite enjoy it. Okay, until next time, have yourself a great... Oh, Maurice Moon, he says, thanks Stu, I love the Swiss vampires, I'm sure you did, and what about that amazing... I didn't count them all, I'd assume there was 40 hunters. I'll have to put it on pause and find out. But anyway, until next time. Oh, if you want more aviation action before the actual air show in Australia, all you got to do, why not pop over to our good friends over at Plain Talking UK podcast. And I tell you what, let's be a bit naughty. Here we go. There we go. And there they are. There's the guys themselves. And I tell you what, let's see what they're up to.
And these guys didgeridoo an air podcast, a weekly podcast, used to, which was a great little podcast.
So they talk about aircraft, and I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. So why not pop over to Plain Talking UK? If you do, they've got a chat room. It's live right now. So why not pop across and say, hey, Stu Bear recommended that we popped over to say hello. There we go. There's the actual link into the chat room as well. See how good I am to you tonight. All this stuff I'm giving you, right? So if you click on that link, that will take you to UK podcast. Let's get it right. It's the let's click on it and see where we go. I get it wrong every single time. It's Plain Talking UK podcast, all right? Check them out. They're a great bunch of guys. But make sure in the chat room that you say something like, hey, Stu Bear said, sent us across, all right? I will double check that actual link to make sure it's correct. If not, I will put it back in the chat room. But until next time, have yourself a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Good night.